All right. Hello, everyone. Over and hello. Hope everyone's doing good today. Um, yes, non-scary Halloweeny games. Yeah, I'll definitely see what I can find. I still got 10 seconds of ads, but hi, Meadow. What the heck? This this ad manager's broken. We hear a voice in the background. Hello, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, out of the ads at last. That's so weird. Fucking ad manager lies to me. But whatever. Welcome in, and another day at Ace Attorney. Hopefully, we could finish case 4. I think episode 4, case 4, whichever it is. But welcome in. It's been a while. Missed you guys. Let's get started. Might be a latency thing. Probably. I guess I should just give it like a few more minutes. Like, not a few more minutes. Whoa, no. Like, maybe like another 15 seconds after it says it ended. But yes, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Let's load this. I forgot where we left off. Oh, yeah. Larry. That's right. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drumbeat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. I found out I have been using the wrong encoder this whole time. I saw your tweet, I think. Yeah, I remember seeing a tweet from you specifically talking about your encoder. Oh my god, at least you got it now, you know? But I'm glad you caught that. I was like, oh no, don't be like me. Yeah, after I read that tweet, I was like, should I check my stuff? Should I check that I have everything set up right? But I'm glad you were able to find that out now, much than later, you know. Let's see. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio? Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Okay. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. Okay, so what did the DJ say? What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease this pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why it should be we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, Fine, very well. He took that. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court what was the radio announcer saying? What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Okay. Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. So, present. Where is it? Well, technically, this could probably help, and then this as well. Let's do that. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with that face? You look scared, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easily. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshots. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes, but that contradicts the 2 testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshot, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. I love that point emo, that's so cute. Meadow-san, hi Neko, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. How are you doing today? I saw your stream earlier, I was kind of lurking, and the art came out amazing. Good job, as always. I'm doing super hungry. Oh, yeah, it's perfect praise. Thanks. Of course, of course. Definitely get something to eat if you're hungry, of course. I'm happy with it. The final winner of the raffle. Yes, yes. It came out really good. Meadow, I did want to ask, are captions on? I don't see them. It should be on, but let's see. Why is it not? Where is it? Sorry, I'm showing my long ass neck, but I'm trying to. It's enabled. Profanity filter obviously on. I ordered juicy pizza. Ooh, pizza. Yum. Okay, I have my profanity filter on. So where are you? Where is? It broke? Why not here? Captions, I see you. So where I put you? Setting? No, not setting. Do I add? Where am I? Hello? Where am I supposed to put this? Okay, 1 second. Name caption. Showing. Take your time, thank you. Is it not this? What did I add? It was... Okay. Okay. That is what I have. That is what I did. You can click... If you want to check if everything is working, it's not working. If you click panels, then subtitles, a panel will... Huh? What panels? I don't see no panels. Panel? Wrong. This thing is lying to me. Okay. Yeah? OBS don't do this to Meadow. For real? Okay. I see that. If you want to check it... Okay. Click panels and then subtitles. A panel will open. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's saying on the... It's okay if it's not working though. Yeah. Oh, no, it's okay. Oh, if you look at the video source. Okay. If you're looking at the stream, there should be a CC. Caption C. Try clicking that. It might... On the video itself. Oh, I see it. Okay. Let me know. Yes, it works. Okay. Oh, all right. That's fixed. Thank you, Min. I appreciate it. So for those of you who are not aware, I did add captions to the my streams, so it's easier for those who can't listen in but at least watch. It's so that they can watch the video without hearing the audio. So that's available to use. It might be a little janky. I don't know how it looks really, and it might not catch my pronunciations as much, but you know, at least it's there. But yeah, feel free to use that. Okay, order. What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. Yes, thank you for adding in, Meadow. Of course. To make it easier for anybody who's watching, you know? However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at it. Suspicious. You're suspicious, bitch. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshots before midnight. Wait, so let's see. Yeah, it's fired 3 times. Bitch, he's right. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence where there was a gunshot before midnight. The gun itself, you hoe! This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Take that. Yeah, you take that, Von Karma. Order. I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies. Von Karma, shut up. Bah? You waste your time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something? Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things? Yeah, bitch, I have this! Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24, 11:50 p.m. Oh, yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claimed. Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen on that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Why is he being so dramatic? Hello? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick, okay. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. I was about to say, yeah. What's wrong, Nick? I have it. You have what? Huh? Remember the case with the steel samurai? Huh. Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. This Von Karma guy, I hope Karma bites his ass. Yeah, we're gonna be the Karma that bites his ass. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never outturn Edward's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. You're on it. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? What you tissing about? So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. You're wrong. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shit. To fucking break his finger. Listen, Rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on the boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. Why does he talk as if he was there? For real. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other men on that boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Edgeworth? We have a photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed dead 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Oh yeah, 12:15 military time, yeah. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. Edgeworth and the murderer. I'm so used to reading military time because they use it in Brazil. I totally get ya. I want to learn military time just so that I don't have to fucking count when I do the time conversions for stream time. I use military time and it fucks me up sometimes. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that way. I just count on my fingers. Me too. It's not too hard to learn, you got this. Yeah, well, sometimes, like, at the beginning, I count with my fingers, and then slowly, I just subtract the total number with 12. I think. Is that what I did? I think that's what I did. I don't know. I do something, and I can't tell I can't quite explain the process, but it works sometimes. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah, again, you'd waste my time. I don't know, because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? All that work to say Edgeworth again, yeah. Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place. Right here, baby. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have any proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. Look at him going around, clueless, and then he finally found it. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. Of course, of course. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Ward Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. What the fuck, Phoenix? But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. Oh my god. Phoenix, please! Don't do this to me! That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammett to his shop. Edgey's boy's life is on the line for real. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammett's coat. He became Robert Hammett. Then he got on the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Okay, so I'm confused. Why go out to the middle of the lake in general? You know what I mean? Like not saying, like, they probably were like, oh, we need this to be a secret conversation. We can't have anyone hear this. So let's go out in the middle of the lake where there's just peace and quiet and we could just talk with no one eavesdropping us. But at the same time, why would you go out in the middle of the lake with some random ass dude, right? That you're not very familiar with? I wouldn't do that shit. I would be like, let's go to a public place that is pretty loud. Because nobody's gonna eavesdrop on you unless you're like being dramatic about shit. For real though, it's so sus. Yeah, for the dramatics, of course, of course. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? The boat shopkeeper. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. The boat shopkeeper, yes. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. Because he needed to create a witness. The logical answer. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, he jumps into the lake. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. Honestly, that is so scary to do that. It's pitch, like it's dark outside. Like, no source of light. Hi, welcome in. Yeah, it's like super dark, and you just jump into a lake, a fucking lake. I would never. Say, I would never. Like, that is so scary. Like, no light source. The lake is probably fucking dark waters because there's no light source. I would get fucking scared. Jesus. But yes, Eileen, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. Shake my head. I bet he didn't even have a swimsuit on. I bet you he didn't have one. Fucking wet socks, wet underwear, wet everything. Disgusting. I see. Hi, Ruby. Welcome in. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. It's not too bad unless it is open waters or alligators are in the lake. Oh my god. No. Please. As someone who's also like scared of open waters, to be honest, or any big source of waters, to be honest, I'm just scared of like what's in it. It might be fish, but it could be also something bigger that could bite my ass off, you know? I have never seen an alligator except at the zoo. Same. I haven't seen one other than the zoo. The bullshop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on that body and threw the body into the lake. I'll take a nice puddle to splash in any day. Same. A small puddle. A small, what's the word? Just a small puddle. I don't know what I was going to say. And threw the body into the lake. This is what happened. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Everyone's like, what the fuck, bro? Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Oh yes, drag that man back into the court. Drag him back. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant Miles Edgeworth a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. We do have an ad starting in about 1 minute and 30 seconds, guys. Just a heads up. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir, bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? But find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. What do you mean, what should I do? Find him? Hello? But yeah, he's on the run. He's on the run, guys. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. Catch his ass, yeah. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. We have another day. Yes. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court, Lobby 2. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah, well, at least we got out from under the guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony, still he did save us. I just wish our case weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? And it looks like we're in ad jail, so we'll wait a little bit, make sure everybody's back, to make sure they don't miss anything. In the dim glow of Meadow's stream, a tale unfolds. Min battles the OBS beast, triumphing in games of chance. Ash dances with emojis while Von Karma's arrogance stirs the chat's ire. Military time confounds and hydration reminders echoes like a siren's call. Alligators lurk in Gemini spheres as the community rallies. Edgy boy's faith hangs by a thread. It's where it says we're in jail, ad jail, but ads didn't start for me. What the heck? What the heck? Evading the ads. Is the ads really not working? Because if it's not, I don't really care, to be honest. It's just there. What? Oh! Thank you, Zai. You're so sweet. I don't know why. Hey, Zai, let's go. Nice entrance. Yeah, I don't know why it's not notifying me. Why doesn't it auto-renew? Shake my head. It's okay. It's okay. But I don't know why, but Twitch doesn't notify me if people sub anymore. And it makes me upset. I wonder if that's the thing with Amazon Prime subs. That's so stupid. Like, it's still a sub. You should notify, you know? You should still notify. That's what I don't like either. Like, when you do Prime subs, it doesn't update with Discord, because I have it to where Discord used to connect to Twitch, and it updates the roles to subscribers if you guys subscribe, but they don't do it for the Prime ones, and that pisses me off. I'm like, they are still subscribed. They are still supporting the streamer. Why can't they have that role? So I removed the role and just manually added people. I was so mad. I was like, this is so annoying. So I personally added the role and just removed Twitch integration, because that was pissing me off. Twitch making you work overtime. Yeah. But you know what? Fuck Twitch. I'm just kidding. Well, kind of. But well, thank you for the sub. I still appreciate it. And let's continue. Welcome back from Agile. Let me know, like, or honestly, I don't really care if ads are going for or not. Like, I really don't care about ads. I'm just doing it because it's a requirement. So feel free to say, oh, Agile is not playing for me. Then like maybe I'll just continue. But I don't know if it's just like one-offs where like some people get it, some people don't. But doesn't really bother me. I don't really care. Yeah, I don't know if others have ads playing or not. Yeah. But yeah, I don't really care for ads. No. I didn't get ads. Yeah, no, Twitch is broken, and that's okay. Mr. Edgeworth. Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? Tell me! I'm your fucking lawyer. I have the right to know. Well, depends if it deals with the case, you know. No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. Let me smack it out of you then. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had, okay? A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Not this murder, right? To be continued. Yeah, this is probably the longest case, I think, from the series. But this is the first series, so the second series could have, like, a mix of long and short ones. Okay. And I think we're only on the first part of the trilogy. There's 3 trilogies, and then there's Apollo. So, what was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? Unless I'm mixing it up. Edgeworth living up to his name, for real. A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Yes, you said that. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he's never taken someone's life. Never. Nick? Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? I want to slap you in the face. Just cuz. No reason, just cuz. Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? She's 17! Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, how old are you? You're 23. Get out of here. Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on! I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. I ain't bowing. Bowing to no one. Okay. So today's trial. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Ha 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 ha. Oh, why are you laughing like that? I swear, Larry's that Kara who I feel like would get shoved into a locker in high school. Yeah. Yeah, he probably would. Honestly, I think they show a little bit of a flashback on the characters in the or like do a little bit of lore digging in this episode at the end too. So we'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgey ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Yeah, hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgey seemed pretty edgy. Yeah. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. What about my... Oh my god. I'm about to... Ooh, I'm gonna punch Phoenix. Like, he always leaves her out, and it makes me so upset. Like, ugh. Oh my god. I want to just smack him in the face. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Phoenix for real annoys me so much in his lawyer face. Yeah, I don't like Maya's really helping out, and he's kind of like pushes her away, or like, I don't know. Like, ooh, I want to just wring his neck a little. But in his cozy non-lawyer fit, he's kind of hot. Min. So this is the, like, you know, the first series of the game, right? Him and the other series look really good. Like I don't know if it's because he aged a little, but he looks so good. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. He looks really good. We'll see. We'll see it soon. I'm so excited for you to play the future games. Yes, he looks. Oh my god. I don't want to get into it too much because I want it to be a surprise, obviously. Unless you guys search it, I'm not gonna stop you. If you want to search it, of course, go ahead. By all means, he's hot. I don't blame you. But the looks that he gets in the future, it's really good. Yeah, honestly, I've just seen the beanie look. Yeah, there's more than the beanie look. There's more. Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? I don't know anything about that, but this case sure is keeping him on edge. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know, I'm 100% betting, 100% betting that once I put TTS in my streams, Gemini is just gonna use TTS to say all his plans. I know for a fact that is what he's gonna do. I know that for like 100% fact. That's gonna happen. Worth it. Oh my god. I know that's gonna happen. We all know it. Enough with the silent treatment. Okay, Edgeworth. Nick, why did you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles. And Larry, they saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Larry has no fucking clue. Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Yeah. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear the story today and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. Lord, yes, Lord. A class trial? A class trial. You remember, Larry? Spring end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappears, with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skip PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. trial. So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty. He did it. Guilty. What the fuck? Give me the money back. You're such a meanie. No one plays with him. Just admit you did it. You had me. We're not gonna play with you anyway. Whatever. There was just a lot of text, guys. 38 for lunch money. How much was the damn lunch? I think it was $38. I think it was a set amount of money for like a semester is what I'm assuming. Like a quarter or a semester. And then with that envelope, the teacher holds on to it and they give it to the kids. That's what I'm assuming, at least. That's at least that's what it seems like or the more logical answer, at least to me. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone's staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone has been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everyone ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. Aw, poor Edgey. Or not Edgey, poor Phoenix. That's how it happened. After that, 3 of us were the best friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, you see? When something smells, it's usually the buds. Yep. After the trial. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Aw, poor Edgey. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But what? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgey I used to know at all. Thank you for the hugs. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends? I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? Thank you for the hug, Min. Nowadays, Miles would do anything to get to get an edge if it was worth it. Oh my god. Please. If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. No. No, it's because you just haven't paid and Phoenix doesn't have the heart to fucking say, pay me. I helped you because I believed in you. Oh, that too. Except I don't remember saying I do it for free. Yeah. Oh, Nick. 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for her. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. So we talked to him. Let's go to the detention center. You look as grim as always. Fucking the first thing you say to a person as you see them in the fucking prison cell. You look as grim as always. What the fuck? Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Oh, that's so sad. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple, to a fault even. Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Ryan, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes. The man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. Would you suffer from oxygen deprivation just from being stuck in an elevator? Well, they did mention that the courthouse was like crumbling down, right? But to be stuck in an elevator and then depleted of oxygen seems a little odd to me. Am I thinking too much? I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all of the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. Most likely not. Most elevators are not sealed well enough to do that as far as I'm aware. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. To have an elevator like that, I feel like that's kind of dangerous. Like, however, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does in his job to find the suspects guilty perfectly. But this is a strange dystopian land. That is true. That is true. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Hello, my lovely dear. How are you? Hi, Mia. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you. How are you doing? How are you? Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. I'm good, just finished up assignments. That's good, that's good. Hope you can vibe and chill here after finishing all those assignments. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. So, nothing there. What are the evidence that he removed? Oh, quite a lot. I don't want to show his father just dead. I'll probably have you in the back while studying. Of course, of course. I appreciate you lurking. I appreciate it. Let's see. Is there anything I should present to him? Maybe this? It was that case that changed my life, and tomorrow on December 28th, its statute of limitation runs out. Tomorrow. Could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Well, I guess nothing to do here. So let's move. Let's go to the Criminal Affairs Department first. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. Okay. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Let's go back to the Bright & Co. Then go here. He's finally back, right? He's out. Again. When does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Oh my god, he's like never there. What's the point of having his room here? Let's go back to the Gourd Lake. Hey pal, long time no see. We saw you yesterday. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. I don't think ties are supposed to snap. Sorry about that. How? For real? No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Let's hope Gumshoe didn't get into a sticky situation. Oh my god. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Okay, bye. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Eek. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in there, go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Oh my god, these puns. Please. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Okay. Promising to catch the guy, that's a hard thought to chew on. Oh my god. Please. Please. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is close too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Yeah. That's probably it. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere, so that's where you've been. Why are you here? Of all places, why are you here? Going to have to lurk for a bit so you're safe from my puns for now. No, not a problem. I appreciate the lurk. I appreciate it. Aha! Hello! What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemons, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Ho ho, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Wow. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossbergs was doing here anyway? Who knows? Yeah, who knows? Well, let's go into the shack. Nobody's home. Hello, hello. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, hello. Okay, let's look at this. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number of the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw, but hey. He keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in a very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Development. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and Frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who would have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for sure, certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Nice. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. Is that all we can do here? Is there anything in there? There's nothing left in the safe. I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him. He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial. Probably. Okay, then let's move out. And let's go to that. Oh, looks like we're in Agile. This actress connected the sassy Dorothy's... that of the Golden Girls with the outspoken Maud Findlay of Maud. Who is she? I have no clue. But we'll wait for Agile to be finished. Oop, yeah, ads got me this time. Okay, that's good. Well, not good, but like... At least you told me. And then we will just chill while we wait for ads. Let's see. Speaking. Ooh. And I'm getting hungry. Damn it. And I can't wait for my own emails. I'm so excited for that. In the future. Can't wait for that. Kind of like I can slowly start building it too. B. Arthur masterfully portrayed both Dorothy and the Golden Girls and Maud Findlay in Maud, showcasing her range and wit in these iconic roles. Welcome back from Agile, and we back. Yes, we're back. Let's see. Boat rental. Oh wait, I just came from there. Let's leave. Let's go here. Let's go to Grossberg. One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Okay, let's go to Grossberg and talk to him. Since, he's not even here. Oh, whatever. Okay, let's present this evidence. Edgeworth. See this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait. That old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found guilty. Or innocent, not guilty. We wish he was guilty. Oh well. I don't know. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Why? I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. Huh, but isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these past few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell it all. Well, yeah, tell me this fucking nightmare. I got you, babe. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shout, you just use more oxygen. Okay, I'll replay. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. It's not a laughing matter, but I'm just imagining like siblings like, Mom, he's taking my air. He's taking my oxygen. Oh my god. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What are you doing? What are you? Stop breathing my air. I'm sorry, guys. It's a serious situation. Stop breathing my air. No, father. He's attacking father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I didn't know if it was an evidence. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In the days I picked up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Oh no. Oh, poor Edgey. Poor Edgey. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ear for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. And what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. I wanted to clip, but then I thought that's kind of spoilerish, so I don't want to spoil for people who haven't played. I totally get you. I totally get you. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. Well, what are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe... There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6. Nor, Edge Boy, yeah. Yeah, we know who. Are you back, finally? Fucking ass walking everywhere and not working? Hello? But Mr. Grossberg? Hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding! I can't believe you're not! My. Just calm down and tell me what happened, hmm? It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... And then she goes sobbing. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. Hi, hello there. Welcome in. How are you doing? It's only a dream. I wonder. But what? If that's the case, then why don't you two look so troubled, hmm? Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. Doing well, I got to play Genshin with my crush. Aw, that's cute. Hope you guys had fun. As you imagined, Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? How are you? I'm doing great. I'm a bit hungry, but other than that, I'm doing fantastic. Enjoying the game. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost. No snacks today? Yeah, no snacks today. I do have snacks near me, but they're like chips, and the crunch might come through. And I don't want you guys hearing crunch over and over. And I eat my chips with chopsticks too. Aw, thank you for the Chikawa ears. Oh, don't they look cute? Min made them for me. Min made them for me. It's so cute. Yeah, it's so cute. Created by our lovely Min. Adorable. Yeah, don't die. Look cute. I do have chips, but I don't want you guys hearing me. Chikawa, I swear my addiction to Chikawa and Hachiwara have been my obsession lately. I don't blame you. I should start drawing them too. Yay, good job, Min. Yeah. Wait, that sentence made no sense. Wait, I swear my addiction to Chikawa and Hachiwara have been my obsession lately. You know what? I totally understood it. I don't know what I was trying to say. No, I understood. Or at least I hope I understood. It's like, they've been obsession lately, yeah. But they're just my addiction lately, yeah. Reminds me of the Timmy Failure polar bear gears. Timmy Failure? I have no clue. Harbor Focus Goldberg. It's all good, it's all good. Yes. Yeah. And died in despair, as it were. I see. Despair medium. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Faye. I gotta call Paimon emergency rations just now. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Well, let's present this piece of paper. Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but his own. Also, he was selfish. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. So he defended his clients without actually believing that they were innocent? That's so fucked. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. So he just literally just did everything he can to declare them innocent, even if he never trusted them. What? Huh? But he got his clients found guilty, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait! What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? This bitch. Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Von Karma. Well, wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was correct. Manfred von Karma himself. That bitch. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Yeah, why would he want to... It is true, if it is true, was Von Karma who wrote this letter? If it was truly... that bitch. Yeah, when I catch him. If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. That's so fucked up. Bitch, you took him under your wing. Oh my god. And then you're gonna just fucking throw him under the bus like that? Hello? What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. The dirtiest way to backstab someone. Yeah, and it's like, how many years in the making? He was like in 3rd grade. 3rd grade is like maybe he was like 10, 11, right? And then, how old is he? Where is he? How old is he? 24. It's 14 years in the making of a backstab. What the fuck? But he didn't make, or well, now 15 because it's about to be 15 years. Yeah. That's fucked. The hell? But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. Scarred? I think it was unscarred. I don't remember. What happened to the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusations stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. So this was that little stain on his record that caused him to do all this, I guess. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Maybe, I don't know, don't fucking falsify stuff? Hello? Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you said. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he'd taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wants to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd killed someone. But, Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Nick protecting his boyfriend for real? Protecting his BF? Mr. Grossford, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials. Time to go to the... Wait, is it? No. I want to go there. Hello, I'm back. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back again today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now, I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now, anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he's just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry! Ugh. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Well, let's examine this open shelf. Cabinet? Whatever that is. Drawers. Huh, one of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says Unsolved Cases Evidence. Unsolved cases? No. The file for DL6 is completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Ugh, so ugly! He's so ugly. What a jump scare. Eek. But Von Karma, you. How do you know my name? Oh my god. Huh? Have we met? Well, what are you saying? We see each other every day. Don't we? Oop, Von Karma jump scary, yeah. We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon, you see. I rarely remember defense attorneys. He's so... Wipe that fucking ugly-ass smile off your face, you hag. They are like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edward's mentor. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate. Shut the fuck up. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma's going to bring up the DL6 in court tomorrow. You're a hoe. Let's present that. Cool. You think I, a prosecutor, will give you a defense attorney information? Bah. Creep. I don't want to show you that. Cool, okay. How about this? Okay, you're... Bitch, go away. But he's still here, so I have to show up something, but I don't want to show that letter because I know what's gonna happen. I feel like that's the only thing that'll progress this. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it. You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000... Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now, give me the letter. No. Whoa, what are you... Nick, run! No, Maya! Out of my way. Oh my god. Do they not have cameras in this record room? For real, someone jumped this guy. For real, kick his ass. Man. Ugh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya? Maya, open your eyes. Maya. The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped so fast. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Oh my god! No! Maya. There has to be some way I can help her. I'd better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya? She's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgey. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. No, Maya, for real. Fucking Maya. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Okay, can you say that out loud to her at least? Why does it have to be inner dialogue? Cookie, no, for real. Like, why does it have to be inner dialogue? Like, say it to her. It's okay if you say it to her. Jesus. I want to strangle him sometimes. My God. Okay, final day. Final day. You're going down, Von Karma. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What? Well, what's the big idea? So sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! Everybody's just getting shocked. What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Oh, poor Edgy boy, yeah. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Oh, yeah, pal. He looks extra goofy right now. He does. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe? Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him back. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Yeah. Fuck you. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Court, the prosecution is ready. Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submits decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Why is he being so obedient today? Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. Looks like we have ad jail. Yes, newscast update from Meadow's courtroom. Chat's buzzing with cuteness overload as Shikawa and his Hachiwari obsessions take the stand. Timmy failure references and emergency Paimon rations have the jury in stitches. Meanwhile, Edgy Boy faces a tough case of the SADs. Remember to hide your fondlings and keep those pronouns coming for an inclusive community. Yes, yes. I might have to lower the amount that they post for the... I'll do that right now, actually. But for the pronouns and stuff, because maybe doing it every 30 minutes is a little bit much. Let's see. Let's do that. That's fine. Let's do that as well. Let's keep that. Nice, nice. Perfect. So updated that. And welcome back from Edgey. Okay, let us continue. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Why I left court. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Whatever you say. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Okay, but I wasn't running away or nothing. So you went to buy food, Polly. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. For real, I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seemed like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, Bro, is he paying this judge off? For real, I swear the judge is so easily swayed. He is. You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old... What? What did that say? Sorry, I had to check something. That's impossible. I think it's like Codger. Can I see... back? Maybe it's in options? No. How do I bring back past dialogue? Never mind. Whatever it said. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. I mean, I'd need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on him, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be like this, like the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case, and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Sorry, but this one time, can we fight our elders, the judge? Yeah, for real. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. Yeah. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. Take that, yeah. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Fuck off, ugly. Jumping into conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nothing else, nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Oh, fuck off. Huh. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Well, why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingerprints working with the stuff. Yep. The fuck you mean, for real? What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No! Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? So you remember that, but nothing else? Yeah. This bitch, yeah. It seems that the case has been decided, no? No, I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. How is this man a credible witness with no identity? Game logic. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No. Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine this parrot for a little comic relief. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? Well, what is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up to him on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Let's go. Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Eat your words. Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Well, this is something to get back to, yeah. Sorry I'm late, was napping cause sick. Oh, I hope you feel better soon, Fall, and welcome in. Feel free to relax, and I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, hope you feel better soon. But yeah, this is something to come back to, huh? Gemini. Welcome back. I object. Wait a second, you were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have the right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yeah, I do! Yeah, you bet I am! Let the parrots take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. Oh, look at the cutie. That's quite a bird. Phoenix Wright, the bird whisperer for Will. So cute, yes. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well. Witness, who is your owner? Please, testify for us. Who is your owner? Hello. So cute. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Fucking hell. Hello, Squawk. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? As I recall, 2 days ago. So cute, Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix. Polly, have you forgotten something? Don't forget DL6. Daddy chill, yeah, for real. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker has something to do with the DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello. He rewired the bird. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something we forgot. Hello. Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Earl? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten something? Or anything? Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner's Mr. Yo. Okay, so let's do it again. What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of the safe, huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say something, okay? Polly, what's the number to the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228. Thank you for the sip. I'll take a sip. And thank you for the stand tall. I have fixed my posture. Thank you. My, what a reckless bird. Parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Okay. Yeah. Here you go. The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number? Where was it? Where? It was a case summary, right? Yeah, okay. Case summary. Case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for your safe, for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It clearly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card number to 0001 because I'm number 1. You're a dumbass. That's what you are. You're a dumbass. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. Let's steal his money. Yeah. What a loser. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Use his money, yes. I agree. Take that, Von Karma. Where am I going to find that? Everyone gets a car. Yeah, everyone gets a car. You get a car. You get a car. Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue. The parrot gets a car? Yeah, the parrot gets a car too. Let's press again and ask the middle question. I don't know if it's gonna trigger anything. Maybe. Maybe. What's your name? Oh, I thought it said your owner's name. Mr. Wright, I think we established that the parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? I think so. Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted in time of incident. No. Gregory Edward, trapped in elevator, miles by the heart, blah blah blah. Yanni Yogi, Polly Jenkins. There. I was like, that name was familiar somewhere. After his arrest, fiance Polly Jenkins committed. Oh, I'm sorry, but yeah, there is evidence. Yes, it does. What was that noise? Why did I get that noise? Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof of the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is in here. That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information that... What is wrong with you? Welcome in, Jim. Oh my god. Why? Sorry for anybody's ears that fucking exploded from that, but welcome in. Hello. Oh my god, that got me real bad. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry for anyone whose ears probably fucking exploded from that. Jesus. Oh. Oh my god. Well. My heart. I almost died there, but I am okay. I am a-okay. Where were we? What was I gonna do? Court records. No, go back. No. Was it the suspect? Yeah, it's suspect's data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed. See? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly. Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his wife, or his fiancée who had committed. That's why he named his parrot after. I see. I guess that is possible. A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. I see. Well, Mr. Phoenix, right? Does that make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Oh my god. Lies. Yeah, probably lies. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence. That's all. True, that is a possibility. Yo, hey, yo. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern. King of gaslighting, for real. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop immediately. Welcome back. Witness, tell us your name. Min clipped faster than me. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember? No, it's okay. Wait, why does Phoenix know this dude's granddaughter's age? Is she really his fiance? No, I think Von Karma was the one who said it. Who was like 7 years old. No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Oh? Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order, order. Yanni Yogi, So was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Boom, yeah. Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. I got goosebumps, damn, yeah. Oh my god. He's jump scared. 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said, I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. I think everyone was clipping that one. Guys, wait. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Hi. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confessions. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. Shut the fuck up, Von Hag, yeah. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? Still a chill. I can't agree with that one. I can't agree with that one. But, you know, everybody has their own preferences. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. But Von Karma probably has something up his sleeve. He's not gonna just stay quiet. We all know that. We all know that. That is all. This court is adjourned. Yes, dance. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. Oh my god. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. Edgeboy, the fuck? Edgeworth, please. I know, right? But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Raise an objection. The judgment has already been passed. I object to I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Fuck you. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. Hi, Queen. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. How are you? That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. Fuck you. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth's out. Damn it. Von Karma shush for real. Now he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna use what you used against me. For 15 years. Hi, I'm good. I can't stay for long, but saw you streaming, so I had to stop by. I appreciate it. I appreciate you stopping by. It's always good to see you. For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, The criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitation of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah, it's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. Fuck you. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Oh my god. We just got you out of a rough situation and then you're putting us in another one. I'm sorry, right? I've just wasted all of your efforts. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy, just crazy. Nick? What are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court records once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. Well, what are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe you're a nightmare. What? No murder matters the circumstances. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. Your dream's not real. Your reality is not real. I'm gonna substitute your reality with mine. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent, trust me. Right. Not gonna lie, when I was playing this game as a younger, I was like, Phoenix, though stupid, was really, like, that whole section of him being like, what do you mean, I'm gonna prove he's innocent? It was so charming to me. It was so charming. I really liked his take, like, without hesitation, he just came to the defense of his friend. I really liked that a lot when I was younger. Phoenix just bozo ratio shut up. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted to his own guilt. He has confessed to his crimes. Let me begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examination. Phoenix may be stupid, but he is right. Yep. The statute of limitation on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional, for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. When Meadow was a young fawn, baby dear, yes, when I was a young fawn. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Like, from young fawn me was just like, this was the trial that kind of pushed Phoenix to that mature point. And then he goes dumb again afterwards. Oh, we have Agile. Bob Gaudio and Nick Massey harmonized with which iconic group known for hits like Sherry and Big Girls Don't Cry? I do not know. But while ads are happening, let's just relax. Have a bit of a chill. And then we will resume when everybody's back from ads. If you don't have ads, I completely don't mind if you tell me, and we can just chat. I don't care if ads are running or not. Let's see. The Four Seasons? Oh, is that a band? I'm not very familiar with them. You know what? While we're waiting for ad jail, Let me also look at some cozy spooky games. Yeah, super old one. Ah. The hell? It's like Little Nightmares. That is not fucking cozy. Hello? Bob Gaudio and Nick Massey lent their voices to the legendary group The Four Seasons. Oh, you got it. You got it. Nice. Okay. Welcome back from Edgey. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let me pop up. So those that didn't hear me, I was literally like during Edgey, let me just search up a game. A game that would be like cozy but spoopy. And it's like Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares is not fucking cozy. I've seen that shit. It is not cozy. Little Nightmares 2 is about friendship and cooperation. Yeah, you tell yourself that. Yeah, you tell yourself that. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? I'm not lying. Well, I understand the concept that like there's like lore behind it. I essentially read a little bit on the lore and like theories. I'm just being mean. I read the lore and the theories regarding nightmares. I don't know the gameplay. I don't know the whole like gameplays, but I read the lore because I love reading lore on horror games. Not gonna lie. Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh my god. I've watched like how about Dredge? I remember one of you guys recommending it to me, and I looked at it and I have it on my wish list. I think so. It's a game I'll probably play in the future. I don't know if it's gonna be like spoopy month soon future or it's another time. Fishing with horror aesthetics. Yeah. I have to look into it a little bit more, but I do have it on my wish list for now. Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? Ooh, Dredge is so fun. I've seen like tiny gameplays here and there, but I was mostly lurking when I was watching some VTubers play it. It didn't seem too bad. I think I can handle it a little bit, but we'll see. I played Dredge like 5 to 6 days after it came out. Oh, was there any big updates since then or no? Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter in the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. Probably, yeah. That will be the. Wait, does it have a DLC? Oxenfree is about friendship too. What Oxen? Sounds familiar. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. I beat it in like 2-3 different days of playing. Dredge has so many updates and even crossovers. Ooh, okay. Please. Okay. Let's see this testimony. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in the elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please? Yes, Your Honor. Alright. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials, okay? As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father, Mr. Yogi, was doing the argue. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the room. But then, just then, something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assumed it was the bailiff Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop, right? Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream. The gun fired once? Yes, I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. To this day. Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of the testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I'd better find out and quick. Okay. So there was an evidence here from the DL listing. Let's check. Trapped in the elevator, returning from a lost trial with son, Miles Edgeworth. One bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. That's the thing. It was fired twice. So... present this. Dave the Diver to be... oh, Dave the Diver! The game looks so fun, but... water. Open water. I mean, technically it's not like first-person POV, so it might not be as bad. Technically more side-scroller. But I wouldn't mind giving it a try. It looked fun. It looked fun. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Why don't you call out the judge like that one? Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell us what page it's on. What page was it on? Was it on the victim's page? Yeah. Okay. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? Look at the victim's data in this file. I see Phoenix using the incorrect buzzer. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired the second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had already had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with this case? Yes. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. Well, what? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of this pistol is related to this incident? Yes. Kinda. I'm hesitant. Yes. This. Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please. Please get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. Right here, bitch. As should be obvious. The contradiction is here. Bullet hole without any blood. I see. A bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Yep. Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, and the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could have that someone else be? The murderer, of course. Fuck you. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary page, that's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol has indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Whatever. Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Bitch. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. I fucking... What's the opposite of praise? What's the opposite of praise? Opposite of praise. Shame? Criticize, condone, swear, degrade. Degrade! That's the word I was looking for. I degrade you! Punch kink. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all of my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you said you'd do it. Nick, you said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else, who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick? Well, it seems we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no, he's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitation on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright. I'm gonna save because I don't want the whole fucking restart to happen again, so give me a second, guys. I'm scared. I have an objection! Your Honor, I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oof. Nick, I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist, but where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. What? And we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet. But why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? The second bullet, it did exist, yes. The murderer had to find it, or the murderer didn't need it. Didn't need it? Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't gotten a clue. What's up, Mr. Wright? Bah. The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer himself was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yan Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. So in this case, Edgy Boy would have shot the murderer. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. Fuck you! What are you saying? Deny it. Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murder. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something. Really crazy. Crazy? Fisher's panicking, yeah. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karman. He took a vacation for several months after, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take the vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated that the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? I'll save. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't want to go through the whole thing all over again. I'll save it for a better time. Wait, I don't have enough proof yet. This is my trump card. I better save it for the right time. Mr. Wright, something the matter? I'm fine, Your Honor. Shall we carry on with the trial then? That said, we have no farther to go. All that is left is to finish. In other words, the verdict. What? Not yet. Think, Mr. Wright. You have said that someone from the outside was the murderer, yet you cannot suggest anyone as a possible suspect, which means your conjecture is worthless and will be rejected, of course. Nick, now's no time to be holding on to the trump card. The trial's almost over. Alright, I may not know what I'm doing, but here goes. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma? Get him, right? Yeah, get him. Get him. You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yeah, you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? What Uno reverse card bull is this? Yeah. So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where? Jeebus, I hate scenes like that. Yeah. Meaning the bullet is still in Von. Yeah. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Like where characters pull out IVs or bullets? Yeah. Okay, I have an idea, but I don't know if I have the evidence for that said idea. So, show evidence. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. I'll even use evidence. I know how much you like it so much. You got this, thank you. Well, what? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot? Oh, yes, I do have that evidence. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I asked, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible? For all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Oh? I refuse. Get him. Yeah, you refuse. But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still in sight. Order, order, order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Yeah, like we have people that survive for decades with bullets in their brains. How the heck do you bring a metal detector into a courtroom? Wait, how did he survive with the bullet inside him though? Yeah. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitation runs out on this case today. I swear game logic is crazy. It is. It really is. It was you who said we have to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Like, I would have to believe it more if he pulled out the bullet himself, but keep inside, yeah. It reacted. Something inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You! It was you! I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. He's fucking lying. Like what? Like I would have. Yeah, I just heard that. Sorry. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Now he's grasping. Now you're good. Yeah. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. But Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out from the records room yesterday. But did you? I think he does have to prove it. Like, what is this logic? For real. Like, telling us that we have to prove it when he can't even prove his own? With no proof, he cannot convict me of any crimes. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. And now the burden of proof is a thing, yeah. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. It is actually done sometimes to keep the bullet in the person if the surgery is too risky. Well, as long as it is not a lead bullet. Oh, that is true, that is true. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. And then flashback of the explanation. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from the gun are marked with the weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possessions. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, and the other, Mr. Von Karma's, the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets, then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder? Looks like ads are gonna start soon, so I will pause here for a little bit, so you guys don't miss anything, because we're getting to some spicy stuff. But yeah, I can totally get what Gemini is saying because some surgeries can be really risky for the person that goes under the knife. So I wouldn't be surprised if they have to leave the bullet there because it's just way too risky to take it out more than keeping it in. Hi, Howling. Hi, Nectar. Comfy. Newscast update from Metal Events' courtroom drama. Chats on the edge of their seats as Gemini puzzles over the bloodless bullet hole. Helva and Dip are throwing out legal terms like shame and swear while Min cringes at Ivy scenes. Ash questions the game's logic and Neko finds it all comfy? So, ISO EP, my first... Oh yes, have a good night's rest, sleep well. Thank you for lurking, I appreciate it. Real though, because I hate needles, yeah. Yo. But yes. While we're waiting on that, let's go look for more spoopy comfy games. Oh yes, there was so much that you guys posted I did not even realize. For the King, I remember that. Witchwood. Ooh, that sounds cute. What the fuck is that? Happy game? Looks creepy. Path to whatever that says. Costume quest? Oh, that's cute. The remains of Edith Finch. That sounds familiar. Dear Esther. I think I've seen that one a little bit. Firewatch. Firewatch is horror? Really? I didn't know that. I adore the game. Ooh, okay, okay. Happy game is creepy, but isn't scary per se. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I like the games I suggested. Looks cute. Yeah. I will definitely look into it. Alright. Those are some good games. But yes, welcome back from Edgey. What Remains of Edith Finch is such a good game. Oh, really, really? I'll definitely look into it too. Alright, so let's go back. You will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. Yes, quite emotional. Ooh, I love emotional games. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Well, he is not happy. It is quite exquisite. Ooh, okay, okay. Yeah, there is that one chapter that always cheers me. Aww. Aww, I love games that make me cry, to be honest. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. This whole scene again. Quiet, I said quiet. And then I'm making this easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Brother, stop breathing my air. Stop breathing my air. One other game that makes me cry is Omori. I've watched a little bit of it because a friend of mine streamed it on Discord. I remember one jump scare from it, and I don't know if I can handle it. Thank you for the head pass. Thank you, thank you. Get away! Get away from my father! Thank you for doting on the deer. No, you will love Omori. I think I would love the story. I don't know about the jump scares, because there's a few here and there. It's that scream I heard in that elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Oh, Baldur's Gate 3? Oh my god, I haven't finished it. I should really get to it. But there are a lot of, like, routes you can take that makes it emotional. It's the end. That part messes me up with so much. Oh, I see, I see. Mr. Von Karma. Oh. So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Oh. I think he's, going through something right now. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. Oh, relax. Relax. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Oh, relax. Get him, Meadow. Yeah. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. Nah, don't let him relax. Let him give himself head trauma. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. He's so mad. It was a shock like none I have ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the courtrooms, the records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. Again, I wanted to clip, but I realized it could be spoilers. Totally get you. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. You horrible, horrible man. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Fuck you. You could clip and mark as spoiler. That's true, you can do that. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now end it. Very well. Of course, it's not a problem. We could always go back and clip stuff. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty! Nice, nice, nice. That is all. This court is adjourned. Thank you for the redeem. Thank you. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was all pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself, but now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, right? So difficult for you to just say thank you, huh? You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Letchworth. She's got you there. Whoop! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Do you have money? Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Oh. I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all! Lotta! Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course, whatever. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. Damn, Edgy boy, yeah. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let's let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing right now, Lotta? Well, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick! My life is over! Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kiyase. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick! Again, Larry, for real. She's leaving me behind! Should have seen that coming. He's so dramatic, for real. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Here, yes, here I am. Larry, yeah. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Larry, Harry Butts, you came along tonight too. You come along too, tonight. Whoa. You come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he said treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? Celebration, yeah. I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah. Thank you for the redeem. No backseating, I can't sit on the back of the car. You don't want to be in the car that I drive. Let's just say that. Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? $38. Does that ring a bell to anyone? $38? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. 38 exactly? Nick? Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? The class court, yeah? 38. No. No, Larry, it was you? What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history, heh. Edgeworth? You didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth? You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitation has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. That's what he meant. Death. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I had known, I'd have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. Phoenix, yeah.
Daddy, chill.
I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth? Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all. Line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. And after that, dinner's on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Will we finish another trial? Yeah, for real. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's only 5? Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Maya, no, yeah, for real. He should have just told her right then and there. It pisses me off. Goodbye? What time is it? The first trains for the mountains have already left to the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah, it's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. Stop her right now, Phoenix, yeah. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Aww. Well, wait! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You're my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. You're not leaving us, Maya, yeah. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya the evidence to cheer up. Dish. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick, thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run the office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. Yeah, she's still gonna leave. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Tell him, Maya. Aww. Oh man, I hope she isn't gone for too long though, yeah. Thanks, Nick. And so, my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Thank you for all your help, Maya. Yeah. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. The fourth wall break, yeah. Yes, we finished the first trilogy. Or the first part of the trilogy. Hey pal, Mr. Edgewood came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Yes. Technically the first game we've ever finished on stream, to be honest, right? A lot of the games I play has, like, no end. Huh, Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah. A new milestone achievement, yeah. Yay, first game you finished on stream. Yes! Oh, there's Pain. Who, right? Yeah, I remember him. I heard he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Whatever. Whatever, Pain. Whatever. Main programming. Phoenix, right? Ah, the defense attorney from whom I wrote that affidavit for. Oh, you should know. I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Han? Oh, it's you. Phoenix, right? Ah, yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemons, you see. We don't want to hear about your youth. I hope you guys notice. The person that they're talking to, they're not talking to Phoenix. So what does that mean? Phoenix Wright. Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that they're... Okay, old bag. Goodbye. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know? I love this ending, yeah. But notice who they're talking to, right? They're not talking to Phoenix, they're talking to someone else. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some pink princess trading cards. She said she couldn't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? We'll see, we'll see. The player? I don't know. I don't know. Right. Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. Is the music missing? I don't hear it in my end. No, the music should be there. Unless I played this whole game without music. Oh, it's a bit low? Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy? Huh, me. I'm in training to become a paranormal... What? Photographer. You know the picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there was a ghost. For real, now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Yeah, it's fine, though. I thought it would be... Oh, okay, thank you, thank you. If it's okay, then that's fine, that's fine. Oh! I wonder if it's my speakers. Oh, I'm sorry if it is. Look, Mia's there! Yeah. Not gonna lie, Edgeworth kind of looks, you know. Our queen, yes. A brand new episode has been added. Save your progress, yes. Ooh, yes. So I'll play this a little bit. It's gonna be past the usual time I cut off, but I'm excited to get into this new one, and we just finished one for this whole case, or for this whole stream. Imagine a ghost photo to be the main picture in the desk. For real. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. And then since it's... Okay. So does that wrap up the Phoenix Wright part of the game? So what that wraps up, I think, is the original first game. This portion actually, I think, came out as a remake, I think? I think it came out as a remake for either the DS. I don't know if it was the DS or if it was something else. Yeah. But this was essentially a remake of the original game that was on the Game Boy Advance. So this was like a... I guess you could call it a DLC in a sense. I guess. Or... No, just remake. I would say just remake. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is until the day that girl showed up. So that girl, the person who was going around talking to everyone, is actually this girl. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally! Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Oh my god, her, yes. Her. Imagine being banked so hard that you can live 2 months without any worries. For real. For real. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. Her design is one of my favorites in this game. She's so cute. She's so cute. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Wrong person. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right, right. Wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? Girl, you just realized for real. The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Help the coffee boy? Yes, That's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix, right? Right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. Yeah, he's the coffee boy. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please. I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. I saw something about a clown lady that was getting memed. I hope we get to see her down the line. I think I know who you're talking about. It's kind of a blur of memories, so I'm not exactly sure, but I think I know who you're talking about. Maya, could it be? She's a hottie. Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma. Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? I mean, the lack of massive plot points should have given it away that Phoenix was not Mia. Yeah. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yeah, that's right. It's something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of, jumpy. Or maybe just young? Is she named Plessy or something? I have no clue. I have no clue. I don't remember. Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Whoa, she's super young. I don't remember her being this young. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. Yeah, that's the meme name. Oh, okay. So exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age no less. Wait, she's 16? Yeah, she is 16. Oh! That name is very, very familiar, but I don't remember how he looks like, or they look like. Great, another future professional in training. The case. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. I thought she was hot. Right, I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child. I have, you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah, sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. Oh no, will she start saying scientific fact for no reason? It might be her go-to. Might be her go-to. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I've been developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Okay. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? Oh, at jail. Sigh, sure, yeah. Which 2000s R&B singers planning a city in Senegal centered around a unique cryptocurrency? I have no clue. And that is A-okay. Alright. So with that... Oh, no, not with that. We'll just wait until ad jail's done. And while that happens, I'm gonna look at some, games. Something I'm realizing is that I at least get ads only every other ad jail. Oh, really? A con. No city that matters since cryptocurrency. So it's every other ad. You know what? That's not bad. That's not bad. But I'll still wait just in case everybody else might be an ad jail. I don't want them missing out either. But while that happens, let's look at some spooky game. Spooky game. Because I know you guys recommended a few. So you said... let me pull up the Discord as well. Oh, looks like Gel's already done. That was fast. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. Okay, so they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, I'm Mia. You could chat appeared. For real. Okay, well, we got that information. Let's go to the detention center and find Lon. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She's got quite quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. So sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want a raise this year? Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look. I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow, you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how'd you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do? Awooga. Oh my god, her sister's so pretty. Yeah, she really is. She really is. She's gorgeous. You know, the sisters, the older sisters are just absolutely stunning in this game. Lana and Mia, Jesus Christ. But they always have like sad backstories, you know? Like how Maya and Mia's mother was. I've never heard about their father. I don't know if he's alive, to be honest. I don't remember. And then there's Lana with Emma's saying how her parents passed and stuff. But yeah. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters. One a lawyer? Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana. I mean, they're just like Maya and Mia. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Well, let's talk about the case. There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is, what is with these prosecutors getting into trials for real, right? For real? The suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st, at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's disposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk. Classic. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. Well, that's just great. His side comments are so fucking stupid. Funny. So who was the victim? investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't imminent. Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. Perhaps they should remove the law because the only criminals are people in the law. Yep. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learned. So you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awful large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize this district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh. In fact, it seemed impossible you wouldn't. Lana, what happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of me, wasn't she? Okay, relations with Mia. You were in school for Mia, right? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, didn't she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey, it was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different from the other students. She was different than the other students. Different. She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anyway, that was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I like how they had to cut that out. She wasn't attracted. She was intellectually attracted. I was best there was. I was the best there was. Oh, I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. Emma's still pretty. Yeah, she is very pretty. She is very pretty. No. But, Lana... Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did it? You did. If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over. Right, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know? I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at this prosecutor's office, shall we? Oh, okay. Okay, so let's go to the underground parking lot. February 22nd, prosecutor's office, underground parking. So this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying to not stand out too much here. See? Hey there. You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Oh my god. A partner? What do we have here? Looks like a bambino got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Oh, I remember this guy, yeah. Mr. Marshall. Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to. Huh? You want to. What's this guy talking about? Yeah, exactly. I don't know. You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambino. Oh my god. I forgot about that guy. Was that a hombre? A friend of you? Another guy with confusing dialogue from Meadow to read. For real. Kind of. Sort of. Yeah. He's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Well, let's examine the area. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait. What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is a real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this. Please just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. And she still took it. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? So this is a new thing that they added to the game. By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court records. So this is a new addition to the game. Yeah, I was like, this seems new, yep. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. So, oh look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with the press of enter. Or double click. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID 5842189. See, well, isn't scientific investigations useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Goodman's ID court added to the court record. ID added to the court records here. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Okay. Let's look here. Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You could see the whole parking lot from here in there. From in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe? Huh? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office room. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Okay. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I don't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure? What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Let's slide. There's a phone. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intentions of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd be best to mosey along. Unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on it. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time to vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Might just find you a cat... Cerveza you like. Prosecutor's office? Where does the guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Help yourself. Look up Biddle's Saloon, Professor. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. Oh my god, this dialogue. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our plane. Right, great. Great, maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me, were you two all set? Us? Dip is gonna like her. What's this? She couldn't be... You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Hello. Half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes. Some crunchy goodness coming at you? Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance. Especially passerbys. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the Kaffa queen are over. Kaffa? Huh? You know, I'm feeling kinda full. Maybe I'll pass on the lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Hello, is that some kind of innuendo? Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? 710, she doesn't have a good vibe. I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness? My sister was talking about? Please, Kaffa Queen, tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forget me. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Oh my god, I love her. She's so good. I love her character. 9 I knew it! Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, she means it. Okay. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is Sam. -1 for still for the bias. Destiny. Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a detective attorney, right? You should know. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. I love her fit, though. It's cute. It really is. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday, they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutor convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this? Evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the Kaffa. Ew. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car, and they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. But really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. Okay, what you witnessed. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Sky wield that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ear. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife. I wouldn't mind facing Angel Lana's wrath for real, right? Wait a second, you know Lana Sky? Of course. It's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Okay, Angel. Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the boxed lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I came here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I dropped in to see you. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. Okay, prosecutor's office. Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Seems like a girl Larry would try to rizz up and fail. Honestly. Hostility? Huh, perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike. The bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, Cough-Up Queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Okay. And with that, I'll stop here for today. We got our, foot stepped into this case, so that's a good start. But we will end it here. And hopefully we can continue in the near future. Let me pause the desktop audio. Okay. Alright, thank you everyone who was lurking, who was chatting with me, just keeping me company. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you again soon tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will be streaming Date with Death. Oh my god, yes! Yes! Date with Death. Okay. Got a little excited there. I'm excited for that. But other than that, we will raid someone. But yes, thank you everyone for being here. And I really appreciate you guys chatting with me and lurking. But yes, copy that raid message if you have not. But we will go raid someone. Let me see if I can find someone who is online and not getting... Oh, it's Wolf Lord. Let's do that. Thank you for the stream. Of course, thank you for lurk and thank you for keeping me company. I appreciate it. But let's raid. It's Wolf Lord. And just make sure I spelled that right. Let me double check that. Alright. I hope I did that. But, oh yes, I did. Alright, again, thank you everyone for being here. And I hope to see you again tomorrow. Have a good night.